Growing up, I had two wonderful, loving parents, Paul and Lisa Herring. My father was raised Catholic, so I was raised loosely Catholic. My mom was not Catholic, she was a Christian though. They taught me about the existence of God and told me he existed, and they always praised him. But they taught me the way they knew how. They never taught me about knowing him or how to pursue him. It still was one of their greatest gifts to me, was that faith. When I was 17, my girlfriend at the time came into the room and was like, "You're gonna be a father." Told me I was gonna be a dad. And I was 18 a month, and my daughter was born, and became a single father by 19. The mother didn't see her. I spent time taking care of my daughter. I was working 3 jobs, and I was a very proud parent. Loved my daughter very much, and she meant the world to me. She's what my world revolved around. A week and a half before she was going to turn 3 years old, she died alongside of my mother in a car accident. My mother had had a seizure. The car went across the line and hit a truck head on and killed both of them. My daughter died instantly, and my mom suffered for about an hour and a half. Losing my daughter was the hardest experience I had. Worst words I ever had to hear was, "Sir, you need to pick out a casket for your little girl now." It was the worst day of my life. Immediately after, my father and I, we both had each other. We lived in different places, but we still loved each other and spent a lot of time with each other. He gave up. This is his wife of 20 some years, and the grandchild he was closest with of his grandchildren. My daughter took her first steps to me and him. We were sitting on the couch, and she stepped towards us, and that was her first steps. So he was really close with her as well. Afterwards, he just drank. He gave up and just started drinking every day, and succeeded in drinking himself to death 11 months later. I prayed for the wrong things. I prayed for death. I just didn't care. I didn't want to live anymore. My reason for living and the greatest part of my life was gone, and my family was gone, and I had to watch my father waste away. And thankfully, because of friends and a belief in God, I survived and made it through, and God pulled me out. Jerry Stolzfus actually sent me a Facebook message. Somebody in the church had told him about the accident, and the day after the accident, he sent me a Facebook message and a friend request inviting me out, and it's something I didn't take him up on till after my father had passed away. But I always remembered that I had that invitation, and it meant a lot, and he reached his hands out, and I asked him if I could meet with him and talk to him. Jerry introduced me to God and how to know him and how to pursue him, and turned my life around. Really did. Finding Freedom Valley has meant so much to me. It's turned my life around. This place is a true conduit for God's works. Being introduced into working at the youth group and working with kids and teenagers and everything, just everybody cares so much about each other, and it's a true family. It's what church, I was always told, should be. Working with the youth and working with praying over people at the altars and prayer in general, and everyone, the youth, we have some of the coolest young adults ever. I really wish at that age I had that. It would have saved me from so much. I'm thankful for my experiences because I can share them and I can help people avoid the same mistakes. It's given me a purpose. It's given me my life back. And praying over people, nothing has pulled me so close to God as praying over people, and him giving me the ability to do it, and him giving me the words to say. It means so much, and it's just a very uplifting thing, and it's things I never thought I would do, I'm doing, and I never thought I'd be comfortable with doing, and I love them, and I look forward to them each week.